Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's class. Uh,
Mm.
um, let's not waste too much time today. Let's just go into um, okay. All right, let's just go. Let's just continue from where we stopped yesterday. Yesterday we wanted to what was the right word now? Not tackle or actually we wanted to attempt the brief. Here's the brief again. Yeah, this brief. So we have gotten almost all of our resources that we're going to use. Almost, yeah, almost. Or I'll just start by creating a new page. This is what will show once we open Photoshop. I'll just start by creating a new page, and I'll be using this size. I downloaded the billboard mockup because after after our design now we are going to show it like in a real world sense. Like, we're going to show it how it will look like when it's pasted on the billboard. So that's why I downloaded the mockup. I will show you how to download it, why we are at our design. I'll show you later today. So, and while I downloaded that, why I downloaded that mockup is because I want to use that particular size of the mockup to create my own design, so that my my own will not be either bigger than the size or smaller than the size. So I use a particular size. I saved it here. This is 2166 by 1000. 2126 by 1000. That's what I'm talking. So I'm going to come here. It says 2126 by 1000. The resolution, let's keep it, let's bring it down a little bit to 200. Why? Because the file may be too big. If it's too much like that, it's going to affect your system processor. Your system may be slow or angry. So we'll use the resolution a little bit. Everything checked. Yes. All right. So yesterday we were okay. So yesterday we have gotten the image. We said we are going to bend the brief a little bit, like the part where they say people. We are going to stick to one person. All right. First, let's crop out that image from the background so that we can have it on um have it without background. Yes. Wait a minute again. Just right click on the image and open it with Photoshop so that it come to come as a new document entirely. Taking time because of my um, system. Oh. I, I I actually love this image. You know, apart from the fact that the image is a woman, and again, she's eating something like using the product. Another thing is that she's eating it happily. That 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 gives the impression that the product is actually um okay. So, like I said before, you have to be careful of the images you choose. You should not use someone that is sad eating something. You are giving us the wrong impression about that company. So I will use auto select subject. Let me see if it will work. Yes, sometimes it works better. Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes it does not. Let's see. It will work. Okay. It made a pretty good selection. Made a good selection, but not so good like that. I will just uh, modify the selection by using my lasso tool L on 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 the keyboard, my lasso tool, and there I want to remove the selection. It selected both part of the skin. I want to remove the selection. So I will press Alt to remove the selection. Shift is to add the selection, to add to the selection. Alt is to remove the selection. I want to remove the selection from this side to remove it. Oh, sorry. Okay, I guess with the other one we use shift. Okay, it selected the image. Okay, let's use shift. I think I'm getting this all confused. Shift, shift, shift. Okay, yes. You know, we are selecting the image. So part of the image was not selected. That's why we are that's why using sheet to add to the selection to add. I'm getting it all wrong. So we may not have to worry that much because at the end of the day, she'll be on the white background. If, if she's going to be on a different background, it's going to be very we are going to take our time to select it so that it will not be so obvious that um, the cropping was not properly done. So we are going to put her on a white background so as to hide our shame. Else, uh, we spend the whole day literally selecting this image.
Sorry, one observation. Just an
Sorry, who's there?
observation.
Hello?
Yes, this is
Sorry,
observation. I just
who's,
noticed now.
who- whose mic is on?
This is Adewale.
Uh, please use the chat box instead. Please. let's be, let's, let's just be fast with it. But you're modifying selection into it. I'm using shift to add the selection. It's adding, we're adding the selection. Yeah, you see, this part of this is not selected. Selected both the background. So we are going to use Alt to remove the selection from the background. Let me use what is that? Magic wand and use Alt. Yes, magic wand is the tool that selects a plain color. I'll use this lasso to modify it. Alt to remove. Alt to remove. What am I doing? I'll use this. It's not a smooth selection. You might want to take your time select. Well, when you go into image editing, you will know how to do this properly. So I think it's pretty much okay. I'm coming to your question. I've seen it. I'm coming to it. I'll go to your last one. Going to use polygonal lasso to want to remove all. I will explain this thing for you. For now, let's keep to selection. Just trying to get at least, even if not a better selection, an average selection. Okay, I think it's on. I think it's okay. Just click on at, at the top here. Go select a mask. Click at the top here, select a mask. Marking is sense of to um smoothing the edge a little bit to make some modification to the edge of the selection. You come to this view, change the view to overlay, change overlay. This overlay, the ones showing red are the ones that are the part that is not selected. Why the one showing the exact image is the one selected. You can see that we selected both some of the white parts. We are going to use our brush to clean those parts. Come to this left hand side, we find edge brush tool. We find edge brush tool. That's what we use. Then increase the brush by using a bracket on your keyboard. Just bracket, right bracket is increased, left bracket is decreased, and just paint on that hair. Just paint on that hair. That side that is white. Let's see what how it will be. I think it's selecting some of the hair. We can adjust that. So let's continue to paint on this side too. Selecting some of the hair, almost all the hair that is there, and it's not really good. So you can come down to this section, left, right section. You see contrast. Increase the contrast a little bit. It will make changes to this hair that's selected. Increase it. We don't want to select the hair. That's what you're telling Photoshop, but you don't actually want to select the hair. You want the hair to be um so you want the hair to be part of the selection instead of part of the ones that are not selected. So okay, I think this is basically job. It's a pretty good job here. If you see some of the selection are not smooth, oh, I've seen there's this side is white. This side is white. We'll take care of that later. Let's just we'll take care of that later. So some of the selection is not smooth. So come to smooth and smoothing it a little bit, not too much, a little bit. Okay, and click before you click OK, check output, then contaminate colors, on, check it on. Yes, you are telling for Photoshop to remove the colors from the background. That every picture um it contains the color of its environment. Yeah, so if we contaminate the colors from the so that not all time, but just a little bit, and then output new layer with layer mask. Yes, it's always by default. It's always like this new layer. Yeah. Yes. Why? Because you want this image that you're selecting to have a new layer, and you want it to have a layer mask so that if there's any um, probably there's an error you see in selection, you can modify it with a layer mask. That's why. Okay. Now we have the layer on a new layer here. It's layer mask containing the exact selection of the image. So with this layer mask now, we can just zoom in, use our brush to delete that. With the layer mask active, reduce the size of the brush, use your bracket on your keyboard. Left bracket is decreased, the right is increased. So with this brush, you can just delete. Or let's use um, Wonder Magic Wand. Click on the white, select all the white, and use a brush. Or press delete your keyboard. Does it work that way? Yes. Your um, your image will be active, not the layer, right? Not the layer mask. The image will be selected. That's when you press delete on your keyboard to delete. to deselect this stuff. We have a good selection here. We have an image here. So that's taken care of. Let's come back to our now. You know, before you start doing anything, you have to think about a lot of things based on a brief. The brief says you have to design a billboard, advert, billboard design, show advertising the product. Yes, that's what you asked. Adewale, you said the image we have is a human hitting faster, and the we have to promote what fast rate, right? So how do we go about this? All right, we are told to show people using the product. It was people, but we changed it to person so as to save us the time of searching the internet for pictures of people. Okay. Now let's continue. Let's write the name of the company, season. I wrote this here on a notepad. Just copy it. I just copy it. Then come to Photoshop with my text too. My text too. Wait on this. Sorry, not loading. I'm pasting it here. No, this font is not okay. Let's change it to default font, like Roboto. Remind me on Monday, uh, when next we see on Monday, to send you font. To send you font. Remind me on Monday to send you to. I have like about 1,000+ fonts. So remind me to send it to font. All right, we have the people. Yeah, I'll duplicate it, Control J, duplicate it, edit it, and write. We come back to my notepad. I have the head, the main heading for the um, keyboard. Just increase it a little bit. At this point, I have to bring in the image. With the layer active, I'll bring in the image because I want to know how, if important like this, yeah, because the image resolution is higher than our own resolution. So we need to scale it down. But before you do that, before you do that, convert it to smart object. First, right click on the layer and convert to smart object. Why? Because you want the quality of the image to be preserved when scaling down. That way you retain the quality of the image. If not, you scale it down to and you lose the quality. Drag it from anywhere, just drag it from anywhere. Drag it to and drop it to the Photoshop. That's what I did here. I just drag it with my move to, I drag it to my other document, and that's all. So we have something like this here, and we are going to break this word. Experience like those. I don't even know what it means, but it's not our concern right now. But should we, in a way, should be a concern. You don't want to say something that is not correct, or I mean that is kind of wrong, or say, or saying something else that you don't know. But I trust um chat GPT. Experience like those people. I don't know what it means. On the second look of the image, it's looking so. Selection is not really good. Let's just put on with it. Let's continue our design. We can take care of that later. Now, I said yesterday that the concept of designing a keyboard is different from that of a flyer. Flyer is small and portable, yeah, that everybody will hold it in their hand and be looking at it while moving or going where they're going. They're holding it. For a keyboard, they will not hold that keyboard. Keyboard is usually um, placed on an expressway, and you don't expect somebody driving car to stop this car looking at your uh, the design. No, nobody will do that. So knowing that nobody will stop the car, you have to make the information that are there clearly seen, even from afar. You have to make it clearly seen and use legible fonts. The companies ad, so please stay away from script font, except you are told to. Except you are told to. So long as the company is an a brand, a company's design, stay just stay clear from script font. Make use of serif or sans serif. There's, there's something we are fairly something I did not do. Sorry, there's something I did not do. I've missed the process of design. I've missed the process, which is it's supposed to have a mood board. Yes, and I've downloaded the mood board already. I've downloaded the mood board. Nobody will remind me. You need to have mood board for this. You download the register. Easy. Let's have this one. Yes. Easy. Everything. Let's have another one. Oh, sorry. Uh, what you are doing now is you are gathering a mood board. Thank God. You are just arranging a mood board. Although we have done some things before, which uh, need, uh, you need to have one. You need to have one more mood board that is related to it. This mood board is this one is minimalistic um mood board. Just like the brief says, we want a minimal design. So we are using this. Why this is here? Because normally this is not supposed to be part of the mood board, but why it's here? Because it's it it's it depicts minimalism. So you're using that as an inspiration to create a minimalistic design. Only one more mood board related to food. Just be careful while looking for inspiration. Don't be inspired by the wrong design. Because there's what we call bad design. There's actually bad design, good design. Design that fail to solve what it's supposed to solve. Instead it's it's causing complication. Like you're like confused. What it's all about? Any design that makes somebody ask you, and what is this again? Just know that there can be two reasons. Either the person is not familiar with the style of design, or actually your design is actually bad. There's this one, Italian speech. Look at this text that is here. You cannot use this for a billboard. This text here. Yeah, yes, we can see clearly see 25% off. So this, what about this one that is here? You can't use it for, you can't use it for a billboard, except that text is not really that important. So except that, like I said before, don't at this point you should be very careful not to be inspired by the wrong design. What you're inspired with, we actually we actually tell on your design. I've seen the design where actually it was a competition. Someone it was a logo competition actually. Then someone created the logo based on the brief, and then one of the judge that on that one of the judge assigned to that competition now asks, where is the brief? So where is your mood board? After going through the mood board, the judge was like, oh, um, that's that's why your design is like that. Bad mood board, bad design. So you should be careful of what you use as inspiration. It can affect your design. Just keep on one more. Different when this is the concept of UI. It's fine, but it's as creativity. Concept of UI. This is for UI. For UI. That's that is for UI. Yeah, I think let's just stick with what we have. Let's stick with what we have for the mood for technology. Now, what I told you about cropping. Now, I discovered that this is not how my mood board page should be like, because most of the mood board, yeah, landscape. So I need to change my page to landscape. I just use my crop to change it like this, and then make it like this. So that I can arrange it neatly very well. We have this here, minimalistic design. So we have this here. Brand color is orange. Don't forget that too. The brand is orange does not actually mean um, everywhere should be orange or so. No, no, naturally white, white and black. They are natural colors. They can e- even if you have instruction that says let my color palette be orange, you should know that there's white and black can come in as maybe text or background. So normally any color palette you see, you won't see white and black there. But if you check that design very well, they use white and black. White and black are not counted as colors. Like when you're if you're counting how many colors in this design, you don't say um, there's red, yellow, blue, green, white, black. No, it's not really. You will need to add white and black. So when it's something like the brown color is orange, does not mean white and black will not be used. They will be used. So most of the billboard concepts, they are the layout is just simple layout. Graph as layout. Yes, these are the layout goes right. These are the layers goes here and here. If you have two separate elements, like if you have two different elements, let me text and image. That's how it normally goes. Text and image. That's how it goes. Like this and like this. Or sometimes like sometimes this, and this. So, remember, this I usually place on design. So that's what we are going to use. We are going to place our text and image side by side. Hmm, let the experience stay on its own. Yes. Experience levels. See any text we can use. Sorry. Any text to any dummy text. Let's use a dummy text just to put in here. Let's change it. That's to fill up the space. That's all. So back back to your question, Adivale, how do you achieve promoting the product and also selling the impression that um people are using the product? Yes, you can get the product and put it somewhere here, here that is vacant. That's why I left the space here. So let's see which picture can we put here. Pictures of that tree. So that's one. You're going to use the image of the pic based on the picture. Picture shows that she's eating something like spaghetti. In Nigeria, so like spaghetti. So you're going to use products like this. Don't use another product. I think this is the process promotion, the raw form. Okay. Let me try something. This is the work. Italian pastry, PNG, PNG. If you can get PNG of that particular image. I believe you know the name of that you will have typed it and to come up. You're not Italian. So there's no way you can know. On and on, if you are doing a particular design for for any brand or for you for doing a particular any design, you need to know about you need to know if it's for a company about the company. If it's a product about that product, that will aid you um, to design something that is okay or not to not go off track. You don't actually know the name of that food. You don't even know you're not Italian. You don't know anything about Italy or their food. So let's check this. Let me see if I can get the name of get the name. Get the name. Italy. Oh, this is that. No, it's not. Hmm. This should be the raw form of that endowment system. That should be the raw form. We have used this image, but we are not promoting the to give a different impression platform that generates images. Uh, we could use AI platform that generates images. Yes. So what is the name of that image? That's the thing. What is the name of that food that human is eating? And which of the AI tools? The AI tools I've not even used the AI tools for to generate image. Most of this AI are not actually fake. You know what? Let's stick to based on the fact that this is just for practice. Let's stick to promoting people using products. Let's stick to promoting people using the products. I'm going to increase it. I want that place to show, yeah, to sell it more using the company's name. Let's just generate logo online that we use for the company. Let's generate logo. company name, categories. What's the category? Let's change category to specific. Food, food, season eight, season eight. Maybe we can see events. I want only the icon. I will type the name myself. Before the I need to. I will remove the background from there. I'll change the background to. Okay, okay, okay. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You can just remove the icon. Wait, I didn't know to buy it. I thought it is free. I thought it is free. Okay. Can I do this and post it on Spotify? You need a free logo. You need free logo. And the face free logo combination. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so uh, I would just, you know what I would do? I just logo PNG, just another any logo that we use for the stuff. Our, our job is not a design logo, but I just fill that place. Okay, food logo PNG. Just fill that place. It has the company's logo. Input picture. No, people, an icon. You have logo. Yeah, that's you can open with Photoshop. I will just select everything first. First, I'll crop it. I want to crop out this the name. I want to the name will not be included, so I want to just resize the page. So I can have the magic wand to select all the whites. Invert selection, control I, no, sorry, control shift I, invert selection. I will let you know about all the shortcuts later. Just create a clipping mask, a layer mask, and we are done. Drag it. Let me increase the image resolution. Like this, it may be too low. Put the image size, actually low. The resolution to 300. So the image can be sharp. Yes. Convert to smart object. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to do this. Convert to smart object. So as to retain the quality of the image. The brown color is the brown color is orange, right? So we are going to change this color. We're going to change the color. Just very easy. Apply hue and saturation adjustment layer on it from the adjustment panel. Hope you all remember the button. Yeah, the middle guy here. Hue and saturation adjustment layer. Clip it to the layer and then change the hue to orange. You see orange. And we have dark values. Okay, better. Can increase saturation and make it more, or increase the lightness, make it lighter. Yes, yes, we're done. And this is the orange and this make art orange is red. Yes, that reminds me. Since the rule states the brown color is orange, so anything you are using, if you, I I did in this image, the girl, the lady is wearing a different color, let's say green or blue. I would need to change the color to fit to suit the brand color. So take note of that. Any if you are designing for brand, the choice of image, the colors of the other image should match the color of the brand. Change it. Just come to Photoshop and change use your hue and saturation adjustment layer and change it. Using 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 first. You have it here. You have our now last part is to do use a better font for this. That's the main that's the thing. That's the main the heading, the font. You don't want to be too serious. Now this one works better for a fashion brand, not for food. Food should be a little bit no, it looks more like um, entertainment brand. Don't want to be too. Remember the brand values. They are luxurious brand. I think we need to stick with the sans serif, yeah, sans serif font. Sans serif font. It's luxurious stuff. There are so many ways to depict luxurious. You can use colors that you can use colors to do that. Maybe gold or uh, all these royal colors like gold, purple. You can use and one other way too. You can create enough white space. Most um, luxurious brands on their home page on their page you see that there's more white space on their page. They 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 have more white space. They make it, that's one way you can depict luxurious. We would have gone with color here, but no, this is a food brand. So keep in mind too. And they said the brand color is orange, so it won't work for this aspect of that to work. So what works now? We have to create. We have to make use of white space. We have to make use of white space a lot. This logo does not suit the brand. Have that in mind. Logo does not suit the brand at all. We are just using it. Normally, the brand will provide their logo. This logo does not suit the brand. So let me use this image like this a lot. So we have enough of space. So we are done with our laying out. Let's see if we can add some textures or colors or background. Maybe color to the background and color to the maybe you can do something. You can add pattern instead. Put pattern. Just come online there and download. Click on food pattern. Search for food pattern. PNG. You don't want it to have background. Let's use hot, delicious burger. Taking us to start looking for the image again. Instead of taking us directly to the download section. For eight, eight, two, three, four. I've downloaded our but let me go back. I want it to be at the background where I will select my background, then drag it to the share. I don't want it to be too visible like this or to be too thin like this. I'll reduce it.